nature, which we'll cover in a lot of detail today, as well as the main topic on the class, which is the technique to achieve good and effective sleep. So let's go on to verse 6. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat. Prakashakam anamayam. Prakashakam anamayam. Sukha sangena badnati. Sukha sangena badnati. Gnana sangena changaha. Gnana sangena changaha. So Krishna tells Arjuna, of the three modes of nature, sattva, goodness, being pure causes elimination, and being free from faults. It binds, O blameless one, by attachment to happiness and by attachment to knowledge. So the word tatra, which is the first word in this verse, is used. It means of these. And therefore Shri Krishna is referring to the three subjects that are being spoken about at the moment. Shri Krishna addresses Arjuna very beautifully as anagaha, meaning O blameless one. Aga means sin, and anagaha means blameless one. Therefore Shri Krishna addresses Arjuna as anaga, blameless one, and there is meaning behind this means of addressing Arjuna. In the 5th verse, God had said that the three modes of nature bind down in this body the dweller in the body. In the 6th verse, Shri Krishna addresses Arjuna as anagaha, blameless one, to tell Arjuna not to worry because Arjuna is blameless, and because Arjuna is blameless, they will not bind him. Not only that, but Arjuna is anaga, blameless, where if he was perhaps not blameless in the past, then he certainly is blameless in the future. This is because Arjuna is listening to the discourse of Shri Krishna with so much concentration and peace. Arjuna is listening with so much curiosity. That is why Arjuna is anagaha, blameless one. And because Arjuna is attaining this gran, wisdom, these three modes of nature will not bind him. This is anagaha, blameless one. The mode of sattva, goodness, is described in this verse. What is the mode of sattva, goodness, like? First of all, it is there as a result of purity. Therefore, first of all, it is pure. Second, it causes illumination. And third, it is good for the health. The word anamayam is used. Amaya means fault, and amaya means free from faults. Innocent, delicate, blameless. This is what it's like. The mode of sattva, goodness, is anamayam, free of faults, and such a mode binds by attachment to happiness and also by attachment to knowledge. Even the mode of sattva, goodness, binds. How is this? It binds by attachment to happiness and by attachment to knowledge. Even the mode of sattva, goodness, binds. You would think about this a little. First of all, the mode of sattva, goodness, is pure. It is perfect purity. How can this come? Vedantis say that the reason for this is that the dirt and rubbish of one's antakaran, inner being, are rag, attraction, and dvesh, repulsion. This dirt in the form of rag, attraction, and dvesh, repulsion, are activities of the mode of tamas, dullness. They come as a result of the mode of tamas, dullness, and they come as a result of the mode of rajas as well, passion. Shri Krishna will say in the next verse that Rajo Rajaka Makam Vidhi, know you that passion is of the nature of attraction. Because the modes of rajas, passion, and tamas, dullness are not there, this means that rag, attraction, and dvesh, repulsion, cannot stay in a person, and the person has the mode of sattva, goodness. Therefore the person is pure. Second, it is beautiful. Wherever you see beauty in the material world, consider that the mode of sattva is resident there. That is why when going towards beauty, one experiences sattvikta, goodness. This beauty is not beauty of the skin. Of course, the beauty of the skin can be nice and can be sattvik, of the mode of goodness. If the mode of sattva, goodness, is resident there, then the skin can also look beautiful. Right wherever you see beauty in the world and in prakriti nature, then know that the mode of sattva, goodness, is resident there. This is because The three modes of nature are parts of Prakriti, nature, are born from Prakriti, nature, and are forms of activity of Prakriti, nature. Wherever you see beauty in Prakriti, nature, is it okay?
I think the tape is blinking.
Should be okay. We'll carry on. Wherever you see the beauty in Prakriti, nature, then you have a vision of the mode of sattva, goodness there. A nice flower is so pure and so delicate. You have a vision of the mode of sattva, goodness there. That is why, if you wish, you can just look at the flower and drown in it in meditation. The vision of the sun is so beautiful. The vision of sunlight is so beautiful. If you sit by a riverbank or dip your feet in a lake, then it's so beautiful. People get peace in all of these visions, and sattvikta, goodness, awakens in all these visions. Wherever there is beauty in Prakriti, nature, one can see sattva, goodness there. This is purity. The mode of sattva, goodness, is pure. Who knows to where purity is being lost in human beings? Remember a very nice 5-line poem on the word purity. The poet says, Me nadi paase magito nirmal tamari, me fool paase magito komal tamari, ham dardi no yachak thayo hun manvi paase, shu e kevani jaruche ke nishfal tamari. When I asked for it from the river, I got purity. When I asked for it from the flower, I got delicateness. When I went to beg for sympathy from a human being, do I even need to say that I failed? Wherever there is purity, then one can have a vision of the Supreme Soul there. Second, the mode of sattva, goodness, brings in luminosity. The mode of sattva, goodness, gives us gnan, wisdom, about the form of each and every object, and that is why Shri Krishna said that it causes illumination. Even here, in this clean truth, there is no mode of rajas passion, and the mode of tamas dullness is also not resident there. Therefore, what happens is that mentally he sees the attitudes of rajas passion and tamas dullness very clearly. Not only that, he sees the attitudes of rajas passion and tamas dullness very clearly, he also can clearly see the deformities that arise from these attitudes, such as kam, krodh, lobh, moh, mada, matsar, ahimkar, which are desire, anger, greed, attachment, ignorance, jealousy, pride, and egotism. When one is in the mode of sattva, goodness, then he clearly sees these deformities are born as a consequence of the modes of rajas, passion, and tamas, dullness. He sees that this is my kam, krodh, lobh, moh, mada, matsar, ahimkar, lust, anger, greed, attachment, ignorance, jealousy, pride, and egotism. That is why it said that the mode of sattva, goodness, illuminates. If you have kept 15 to 30 minutes each day when you're sitting alone and introspecting, such as performing meditation, because inner introspection is a form of meditation, then at that moment you realize that even though I've had an argument with my wife today, the fault was mine. When one was arguing and when one got angry, then one did not realize that one was getting angry, that one was saying wrong things or that one was saying useless things, but when one looks into themselves, then they realize that the mistake was theirs. Many years ago, there was an advertisement of a phone company on a New York bus, and I like the caption of it very much. They've written such a nice thing in the advertisement. They wrote in big letters that, call her home, you are wrong. This is all they wrote. Call her home, you are wrong. By reading this, we won't be able to tell that there was a telephone company and that letters AT&T were written underneath. I asked the person to me what the words AT&T stood for, and he said that it was a telephone company. The advert said, call her home, you are wrong, and underneath it was written AT&T. He told me that it was a telephone company. It's a very nice advertisement that, call her home, you are wrong. When does one realize this? It is when one reminds them of this. No matter if they wish to sell the phone calls, it reminds people of this. These people have worked so much with human psychology that people passing on the road will see this bus and be thinking in their minds that my wife did this and that, and then they will see this saying, call her home, you are wrong, and it will remind them of this. What I mean to say is that when does one realize their own faults? When this person is in the mode of sattva, goodness, and is sitting there in peace and silence. Otherwise,